Hey, this is Jess.
What's up? This is Kale.
And this is The
Lover's Guide.
It's too late to find out. You know that you mine now. It's too late to find out. You know that you mine now. It's too late to find out. Speed it.
So,
Today, we got a video, brand new video for y'all called People That Believe in COVID-19 Aren't Mentally Stable. So, first, I want to throw out a disclaimer. Because I gotta let all y'all attach to the spirit that's going to look at me in an opposing way because I just said that. So I'm gonna take a drink on that. Because my disclaimer is when you think about mental stability, your first thing gonna go to being stable and mentally able to operate within somebody else's realm of reality or somebody else's idea of realm of that reality. So you want to be mentally stable enough to go to work, to get a job. You want to be mentally stable enough to be healthy and wealthy. Yet everything that you're seeing in your surroundings is opposite of that. People aren't properly paid. People aren't mentally healthy. People aren't,
they contaminating shit, poisoning you.
Right. Yeah, they contaminate you.
The air.
So before you think of what it means to be mentally stable and jump that and attack me, I just wanted to look at it that way. Now, when we talk about mental health and what real mental stability is, we want to let you know that mental stability is only being able to be stable upon your own mentality about whatever you're surrounded. So whatever you're consciously aware of, that's what you're supposed to be mentally stable about. Mentally stable about. So the reason why this video is called People That Believe in COVID-19 Aren't Mentally Stable is because y'all don't have no thoughts about y'all surroundings. Y'all don't have no stable thought about y'all surrounding and no stable thought about what's going on in y'all surrounding. Y'all not stable. Y'all listening to the news, which is somebody else's idea and
of what's taking place around them.
Around them, or the story form that's pushed out
to control you.
And y'all looking at y'all surroundings, and it's not necessarily adding up. So you don't really know what's going on. So you mentally unstable. You know what I'm saying?
Attach yourself to another's belief to bring you a false sense of stability and security.
Absolutely. And so they got everybody running around like fucking chickens with their head cut off. And in their mind though, that's how it looks. Y'all mentally unstable. Y'all not mentally stable about what's happening around you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta depend on the news, depend on what the news tell you. Because when we look around, we ain't hearing about nobody dropping dead. I put a question on my Instagram. It was only one young lady that hit me back and told me that she heard about 2 people dying in their home, from COVID-19. Because we not seeing people drop out on the street like that first video we saw, that lady falling in China and shit. Like, we not seeing that. That's not what's happening around us, and we not hearing about that. And so
we hearing and seeing niggas get shot though. I
got over 5,000 followers on Instagram, and when I posted that Instagram story, only one person told me that she know about 2 young ladies, one older lady that died in her sleep, and another young lady that died from a blood clot. But my thing is, ain't it people dying every day? Like, the thing is, everything that has been commonality before coronavirus is now being related to coronavirus, and that is nonsensical to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't know. We're mixing and mingling this only because the news said it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The news.
That's the only way. Because I'm like, damn, niggas just forgot about the flu.
Like, you can get the same symptoms. You can get the same symptoms from the flu. So why everybody ain't scared of the flu? Is anybody catching the flu anymore? Or is it just coronavirus?
I remember because me and Kel was talking about this, and I was just like, yeah, like I remember being younger, being like a kid or whatever, and having the flu. And I remember being cold. I remember having chills, weak, fatigue. Lost my sense of taste and smell. I mean, your nose get too stuffy, you can't smell. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, but that's a common thing, like when you get real sick, because it's your body is just altering. You know what I'm saying? Like we are, you guys, we are human beings. You know what I'm saying? We're not too far from removed from animals.
And
like, we're all
why animals
here.
not catching this?
That's why I was like, how the bat? Was that the first case? Was that really the first case? And how we got this shit? Like, wouldn't it be spreading amongst the animals? They still talking about first dog reported died from coronavirus. This is the first animal that has died from.
And everything we hearing is reported. Nothing is happening in our surroundings. So that goes to tell you that when, in all respect to the young lady that hit me, well, I know when she hit me, it was like she was using everything the news said. And then once we got further in the conversation, she was like, you know, oh yeah, but I do know that they're killing people and this is man-made. That's problematic. Like, why aren't we doing anything about that though? Why aren't we speaking up about that? Like, if it's man-made and it's,
but she also, you gotta also, because she also said she had it or whatever. So she said she had it, and she lost her sense of smell and taste. And she was having trouble breathing because she said she had a blood clot and it clogged the airway to the lungs.
Well, she didn't say she had a blood clot, but she said the young lady had the blood clot.
Oh, didn't she say? You told me she said that she couldn't breathe. And she refused the ventilator.
Yeah, she said she got the treatment, but she didn't say she had blood clots though.
But she said she couldn't breathe and she refused the ventilator. Why couldn't she breathe? She said because it blocks the airways. That's how you read it. Or whatever. But so that means she believed that happened to her. I don't know.
Yeah, she said it causes blood clot, but she didn't tell me she had blood clot. So that's what I'm saying. So I mean, I get what you're saying. So that might have been equated.
That's just me being a Scorpio. But
so
I wasn't finished what I was saying. So she believed she had COVID-19 or whatever.
She did.
So that's also another perspective she was angling
from. Right.
But yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so she did believe she had COVID-19. But my thing is, if everybody do know they're skeptical, everybody do know the news is inflating these numbers. So it's like everybody that's...
No one wants to look into that? Like
nobody
wants to question it?
Right, nobody wanted to question it. So that's another thing. So not only people that believe in COVID-19, that y'all not mentally stable because y'all not mentally stable about y'all surroundings, but also the people that don't look into that are abducted. Y'all been abducted. And when I say abducted, I'm talking about in the truest sense, because we're more closer to reality than y'all are, because we're looking into our reality. We're talking with real people. Nobody's seeing nobody dropping from this in our surroundings. We're hearing about 2 people. If we didn't have the news, would we react to how we reacting with masks? That's the real question. If you didn't have the news, if you didn't hear these from these sources in the news,
and motherfuckers was getting sick,
and I heard about the only 2 people that died from this coronavirus, will I react the same way? I would not. I'm telling you, I would not, because I didn't heard about more Chicago deaths since the coronavirus started by gun violence than actual, and not coming from the news, but the actual coronavirus people dying from cases. So everybody that don't know and don't look into it, y'all just being rocked to sleep, and y'all been abducted because y'all not on Earth. Y'all not in y'all surroundings. Y'all not being logical and practical, and so therefore you're in somebody else's idea of this. And you in the news and ABC and Fox and all their idea of how they want you to think about this shit. Period.
Yeah. And my stance was when we were talking, just for the people that's out here getting sick, or and they telling you got COVID or whatever. This is my thing. We have the flu. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said earlier. So niggas just forgot about the flu.
Niggas forgot about the flu.
like the flu, people have died from the flu, apparently. You know what I'm saying? It's been older people who have caught the flu and have died. You know, and my thing here, like I was saying earlier, is just as far as like we are not too far removed from animals. You know, we are we are beings living within an organism, essentially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
in an
ecosystem and a place that can self-sustain itself. You know what I'm saying? So we are going to be affected in certain ways. Like our bodies have to evolve and change and keep up with the changing climate, and you know, so that means our bodies are gonna go through different changes. You know what I'm saying? We get sick. That's what they say. We get
quote
sick.
Unquote, right.
You know what I'm saying? What if it was called a whole nother thing one time before? What if it wasn't looked at so negatively? You know what I'm saying? But people was just in tune with their bodies on a higher level, and they just knew how to source things. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to be so afraid of getting sick? You know, maybe that's just a process. You know what I'm saying? In life. And we just need to find better ways to support ourselves rather than relying on someone else's way of looking at it. Because, you know, the reality of it is people are getting sick every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody has cancer, but we all have the potential to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to say, you know, stop looking at your illnesses, you know what I'm saying, so in such a negative light. But, you know, just focus on getting more in tune with your body so that you know how to and if you don't know, then okay. If you don't know, then listen to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But when your problem is not fixed, just know it's not fixed because you don't trust yourself. You don't know what's going on with your body. You know what I'm saying? Why let somebody tell you if you catch some shit, you gonna drop dead? I mean, especially the Christians out here.
Especially when it hasn't been happening.
Y'all Bible literally goes against that. What the fucking government do. Y'all don't even realize that.
Right.
In y'all Bible, it say everybody got a death date. So why y'all so up in raps or whatever about motherfuckers dying when y'all believe
and why
that motherfuckers die when they supposed to die?
And why y'all laying out here?
Take them out, right?
Why y'all laying out here praying over the grocery stores? And why y'all ain't out here really doing y'all spiritual work? What is y'all doing? Like, what is it? What is it? Anyway,
faith without works
is dead. So what is you doing? Y'all not even spiritual. Y'all just using that for y'all just consuming y'all time
to be a victim
and to get saved. You gotta save your damn self. So back to what we was saying, you know, y'all been abducted. You know what I'm saying? We making more sense than the people that's conspiracy theorists now. Like, I mean, y'all the conspiracy theorists now. Like everybody that believe in COVID-19. Like, cause y'all,
cause this random shit just came out of nowhere.
Ain't nobody dropping dead. Ain't nobody dropping dead around me. I ain't getting no calls. I'm only hearing that from the news. I'm only hearing that from the news. Period.
Yeah, know that you can take care of yourself.
And the ones that I have heard, it's not scary enough. It's not scary enough for me to make me wear a mask. We all going to the stores, bringing the stuff from the stores back to the crib. It's not scary enough.
Everybody is doing that around us. Even the people that do believe in COVID-19 is doing that and not getting sick.
That's what I was saying. That's what I meant.
Right. So,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, you know.
That's what I meant.
Let's take our power back.
Yeah. Y'all got to be mentally stable. Y'all are mentally unstable right now. Look, I'm going to tell you how to get mentally stable. You have to have your own mentality about things. And you have to be stable upon that. And you have to have conviction with that. And that's how you become mentally stable. If you don't have that and you depend on something outside of you to tell you what something is, you're mentally unstable. And that will manifest into your life to where you create mentally unstable.
Catastrophic events.
Mentally unstableness.
Catastrophic events.
Another thing, all these news reporters and stuff, y'all got to start taking responsibility because y'all are essentially putting out a message that's not true. That's not true for us. So y'all gotta take responsibility for y'all actions. Karma is real. So whatever you reap, you shall sow. Y'all gotta take responsibility. Y'all not taking responsibility. Y'all pushing fearmonger. Nobody, only one person only come to me about 2 people dying. There's way more people in Chicago that die by gun violence than coronavirus. That has came from a real source and not the news. I ain't trying to hear what Lori Harvey talking about. What's her name? Lori.
Right.
Lori Lightfoot. Lori
Lightfoot. You talk about Lori Harvey. He always say that. Lori Lightfoot.
Lori Lightfoot and Governor Priscilla.
Today her birthday.
It's not happening in my real life.
Happy birthday, Lori.
It's not happening in my real life. It's only and
happy 58th trip.
And like I said, if the people that have came up to me, it's not as serious as gun violence. It's not even as serious. I'm still way more scared, and I'm not even really scared of getting the flu. I'm still more scared of getting the flu than I am coronavirus. Because
and y'all gotta realize too, like, and you bring up a good point, because y'all gotta stop getting lost in words. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they are performing rituals and spells. Mm-hmm. So whether you want to realize that or not, like, the names that they choose for certain things is for a reason. Mm-hmm. You know, like, really look into, the origins and stuff of, like, words and prefixes and suffixes and stuff. It's a reason why that's a thing. Don't get lost in that.
Don't get lost in words at all.
Don't get lost in words.
That's why we up here calling regular ass symptoms the coronavirus in the first place.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure everything has been being reported as coronavirus. What about the flu cases this year? I haven't seen any reporting on the flu cases this year. I bet you those decreased because why?
At this point, you get sick and go to the doctor, they're gonna tell you
you got coronavirus. Period.
And you better off not.
Everybody's saying, and everybody knows it's a fact that they get paid to drop cases of coronavirus on people. Everybody know that. Everybody's been confirming that. Oh yeah, they get paid more, and so that's what I'm saying. It's just like, are y'all not in reality? Y'all been abducted. That's a problem. That's a problem. Them talking about this shit on the news like they are is a problem. It's problematic. Them pushing fearmonger, and we're not seeing that shit in actual reality. That means y'all not on Earth. I hope y'all get that. Like, I hope y'all get that. Like, y'all not on Earth. Y'all thought your spirit and the thoughts you're working on somebody else's slave ship. You've been abducted by their mental slave ship. You're furthering their agenda. But at the end of the day, you're like, I do know it is man-made. Oh, I do know it is. It's skepticism.
Which
That's
one is
a
it?
problem.
I'd rather you be a diehard.
You're mentally unstable.
A diehard coronavirus believer. Then okay, I get your stance. But if you give it, it's just like, well, what do you believe?
What do you believe? What do you believe?
What do you believe?
It's problematic. And another thing, why is all these people that had it going back to work, like the basketball players and stuff? Why is the NBA opening back up? Ain't that problematic? Why they close it down in the first place?
They about to open it back up. And
it's open.
Report another. Yeah, I saw that. Then they play or something.
Yeah,
it was a game.
It's open.
And then it's gonna be another spike in cases, and they gonna shut everything back down again. And they gonna go to work some more about how they want to control this shit.
But they trying to dump that all on Trump. Like, Trump is the person that's doing this. But Trump is the person. Yeah, because he has to look a certain way.
I was gonna say, he a face.
He has, he got Trump. Y'all need to know Trump ain't us. Trump he's being paid to do what he do. He's being paid to act like he against the coronavirus, so they can categorize other people who don't believe in it like us.
Oh yeah, the
like
government
Trump.
is a script.
They smart. Y'all gotta understand. These people, they run the world. You don't think they smart?
The government is a script. If you think niggas is just waking up, putting on suits and hopping on TV, you're highly mistaken.
It's Hollywood.
This
is a movie.
This is definitely scripted. This is definitely strategized.
It's a movie.
Pushed out a certain way for your entertainment. So be entertained. You know what I'm saying?
What's the zombie movie?
What zombie movie?
Any zombie movie. 28 Days Later.
There's a lot of zombie movies.
That's like
The
something.
Walking Dead.
Don't that happen on TV and not in your surroundings? Y'all watching a movie. Like it happens on film and it's a good story, but is it happening in your surroundings? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about people telling you about a source that they heard it from. I'm talking about you actually experiencing it. You actually seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about paid actors. I'm not talking about paid YouTubers to further agendas. If you called it yourself, you might have just caught the flu. I'm just telling y'all that COVID-19. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all would have got sick if COVID-19 didn't exist this year. A lot of y'all would have got sick. Because like just said, we naturally go through climate change. We naturally go through eco change. You know what I'm saying? We naturally go through changes.
Yeah, within our bodies.
Within our bodies.
Stop letting them make you afraid of that.
If you eat too much food, your body heats up, and you develop almost an illness like diarrhea or something, because your body warms you. It starts to heat up because your cells are overworking and they're tired, and you'll get something like diarrhea. Our body creates things to protect us. That's what you need to know. And sustain us and sustain our living. So, hi aliens, bye aliens. Y'all been abducted by aliens.
But yeah, the atmosphere changes and our body reacts to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way of life. I've went through a lot of changes, that I started to get more aware of. And not just think like I'm sick, you know what I'm saying? But it's something else, But yeah, so I mean, when people try to just try to change your perspective on the whole thing, and not come from such a like, you not doing this, that's why everybody getting sick. Oh my God, like motherfuckers gonna get sick, y'all. Like that's just what it is. Like if you running from death your whole life, like. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Like, you going against a lot.
Natural shit.
A lot in essence. But it's just like, at the end of the day, man, motherfuckers, I didn't see motherfuckers fight off shit way worse than the coronavirus.
Obvious.
You know what I'm saying? Way worse. I didn't fight off shit. I didn't met death a couple times. I ain't scared of no fucking coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Period. But, that's all I'm saying, y'all. It's starting in the mind. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because if you think running to the store and buying all this shit you just saw somebody say buy, because it's, even then, you know what I'm saying? It's a mental thing. It's a mental virus. But, yeah. So I'm fucking tired of talking about the coronavirus. Don't hear my line about the coronavirus. Don't ask me how I feel about the coronavirus anymore. And that's where I'm at with it moving forward. We in a whole new decade. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying to change, then and always. So, I'm grateful. I'm happy that my body, does what it needs to do to upgrade itself. And you know what I'm saying? When my time come, But yeah, and I think I said everything I wanted to say. Yeah,
and so, for everybody that's out here, losing people, that actually lost people, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's not real. But it's not coronavirus. That's what I'm saying. So coronavirus is an agenda, done by media. And so they got to take responsibility for what they're doing. Also, the government got to take responsibility for what they're doing, because karma is a bitch. I'm Kels.
I'm Jess.
And this is The Love is Guidance.
It's too late to find out. You know that you mine.